So, good afternoon and welcome to the February Forum of the British Blockchain Association. Today, we will be covering real estate on the blockchain, and we are absolutely delighted to welcome a number of experts globally to attend us for this session. Today, we have Piper Moretti and Wesley Williams from the Crypto Realty Group in the USA. We have Ventsislav Benov, Managing Director of Benov, and Vasilev, Attorney at Law from Bulgaria. We also welcome Priscilla Sinder, who is a new corporate member of the British Blockchain Association. We're delighted to have her here. She's the Managing Director of the Property Conveyancing Consultancy, or PCC, here in the UK. We also welcome Dr. Naseem Naqvi to update us on ecosystem updates. And today I will be opening proceedings by just updating you on a number of different initiatives that we have that I'd like to promote. Obviously, we have our International Scientific Conference, which is going to be happening on the 4th of April, UCM London. Arrangements for that are going exceptionally well. We have an absolutely superb day. So we encourage you to go on to the British Blockchain Association website to check out the details of the event and to register early because we have limited spaces. And we are delighted to say that those spaces for that event are filling fast. So please don't miss your opportunity to get involved, to come, to learn, to network, and to really benefit from what is really one of the most important blockchain events of the year globally. We're also welcoming new corporate members, but also very keen to work with our academic partners and our nonprofit partners as well. So if anybody is interested to join, please do get in contact with me, with Deborah at BritishBlockchainAssociation.org. And I'd be delighted to send you some details. Equally, you can go onto our website, you can read our membership section, and you can get a little bit of detail there and then follow up with an email or a phone call to myself. So now I'll hand you over to Piper and Wesley, and they will talk us through their insights from real estate on the blockchain. And we welcome our other speakers as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you very much. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So today's forum will focus on real estate and blockchain. I think this is an important topic. Global real estate market is $379 trillion as of 2024, and this includes residential real estate, commercial, industrial, and agricultural. And very interesting that only 10% of rural land in Africa is formally documented, which means that the real owners have no way to prove ownership or to contribute to the economy in a meaningful way. That's one angle to it. The other is that governments around the globe have experimented with blockchain when it comes to real estate. UK is an example. You may have heard of HM Land Registry project, the Digital Street project a few years ago, when they piloted the use of blockchain to document property sale, and some really interesting findings from those pilot projects. It streamlined the whole process, made it better, faster, cheaper, and more secure and more transparent. So this forum today, we are going to cover three main topics related to real estate. The first one is buying and selling a property using cryptocurrencies or digital assets. So that's obviously quite obvious. But there are also some other important use cases, such as land registry on the blockchain, the title sales and deeds, etc., and also the fractional ownership of and tokenizing properties using blockchain. So these are the three topics. So first we will have Piper and her colleague Wesley, and then we will take Ventsislav from Bulgaria, and Priscilla have some comments later. So Piper, please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen if I can. Hold on. I only have just a few slides just for illustration here. Oh, I have too many windows up. So I know I've got a very short time to talk about what I've been up to for the last 8 years or so. So I'm going to make it very, very short, and I'm more than happy to share my slides and answer any questions. But I specialize in performing transactions, real estate transactions with cryptocurrency. I kind of fell backwards into it about 8 years ago when I had a client randomly find me online wanting to buy a $3 million property here in Southern California with Bitcoin. And there was only one other sale that was documented in California, I think even in the United States in 2016. And so nobody was getting back to me. And so we had to really just bootstrap it. We had to put all the puzzle pieces together by ourselves, and we got it. We managed to do it. And then we went on to do a few more after that. And then it took a colleague of mine to say, you might want to look at this as maybe a niche. Maybe there's more people out there that want to transact in crypto. And so I took a look at it, and I built a company around it, even though it's a very, very small niche now. But the biggest question I get is why even bother? Okay. Well, there is a new era of investors out there. Millennials are the largest. Many of them who call me don't even have traditional bank accounts. They are engineers, they're coders. Maybe a lot of times they even get paid in crypto. I get, especially when Bitcoin is up, I get more people calling me wanting to lease in crypto. We finally set ourselves up to do that. We have a broker-owned escrow company that can take in the crypto and then pay out in fiat. But in the US, back in 2021, the last bull run, 12% of first-time homebuyers had help from crypto. And it was down in 2022. And I don't have 23 or 24 stats right now, but that's a really big number, especially for the US. And most of them had to cash out. They didn't have a way to actually do this in the during the escrow process. And now we have that capability. We have an escrow company here who has a partnership with BitGo, and they're able to do the conversion during the escrow process, making it a lot more seamless. And by and large, I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but the transaction times are quick and direct. We can do wallet to wallet. We've kind of toyed around with NFTs. There is a small traditional finance crossover. I do have lenders that will at least count the crypto in the portfolio to kind of boost their assets to qualify for a bigger jumbo loan or a bigger loan that they're kind of seeking. And but we can't loan on the crypto. We don't have that capability just yet. But it is easier and cheaper to trade and to actually obtain loans. I haven't kept my eye on the time, so I do apologize. There's a lot of words. Like I said, I will oops, I will share these. Whoops. Oh, come on now. Now I'm in edit mode. 1 second. There we go. So here. Whoops. Eek. Sorry. I have a autoplay there. Anyway, so our traditional clients are the high net worth individuals, and 71% of those people have crypto, and they are able to purchase outright. And then we have the ones who have maybe qualified for they have enough for a down payment. Again, they're going to have to cash that out. We can't lend on it, like I was talking about. But Southern California prices are extremely expensive. And maybe they just qualify enough for a down payment, and then they can finance the rest. And then we have the new type of buyer that, again, they may not have bank accounts. They're not going to wait 3 days for an ACH. They're not going to wait even 24 hours for a wire. So these types of people are the ones that we're servicing now. Our escrow company that we work closely with is Guarantee Escrow. They can work as a sub escrow to any title company in the US, or if you are on the Swift system, they're able to work with you cross border. There's another company here in the States called Millennial Title. They're licensed in 23 states, and they do these types of transactions as well. And then collateralized loans, we've got Milo, Apex Lending. And then we are working on the hybrid crypto to fiat loans. And then, of course, we do wallet to wallet transactions. But AML, KYC obviously required if you're dealing with an attorney that's moving the funds, or of course, an escrow company. It's AML, KYC. We have third-party providers that do this for us. So tax implications. I always say talk to your CPA, but there's still capital gains involved. I do get people calling me say, hey, if I pay for this and if pay for my house in crypto, do I still have to pay taxes? Absolutely, you do, because you are transferring them out of a particular wallet, and taxes are going to be due. You can defer them in our opportunity zones here. There's tax harvesting. Again, I would talk to a really great CPA there. And then we have something here called a deferred sales trust. That it's a little complicated, but it also kind of kicks the can down the road a little bit. And I also have a tax guide that I can send you after this as well. So I know I threw a lot at you. This is all my contact information. I do have a crash course for realtors or real estate professionals, and I created a coupon code if you wanted to learn more, or please just email me. I'm more than happy to have a conversation. But again, I know I threw a lot at you, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much, Piper. Um, Excellent. Lot of very useful knowledge, um, and some really interesting updates. Is Wesley around?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Wesley, welcome. Yes, please go ahead.
Perfect. Piper asked me to discuss the implications around blockchain and crypto within the title industry. My background has primarily been in the title insurance industry for a little over 30 years. I'm a licensed attorney out of California here in the US. And to be quite honest with you, here in the US, I know you mentioned something around land registry systems in other parts of the world where they didn't have a robust land registry system. So blockchain, kind of, came in and provided that service to these countries. Here in the U.S., we do have a very robust land registry system. We have two sorts of systems here in the U.S. One is a deeds-based system where the onus is on the parties of the transaction to record their interest in the county records office, because as you know, here in the U.S. we don't have a federal real property law, set of laws. Each state has their own set of laws as it relates to real property. However, primarily, it's generally the same when it comes to recording your interest in the public repository, which is the county recorder office typically, or the county clerk's office. And then you also have another system that's similar. That's a Torrens-based system. In other words, rather than the individuals recording and kind of establishing their interest via the public records through recording their deeds and etc. You have the court systems kind of step in as this the final backstop and the arbiter of title, so to speak. Unfortunately, not a lot of jurisdictions that have adopted the torrents-based system, which is kind of allowed for this product called a title insurance policy to kind of step in and assist property owners by ensuring their interest and guaranteeing their interest, and their policy coverages would kind of essentially get triggered if there was any sort of claim against somebody's ownership interest in real property. As far as the adoption of title insurance here in the U.S., it's been very slow to adopt blockchain, because that really, again, most of our laws are written around the county recorder office and not necessarily the blockchain. So in order to give constructive notice that you own a particular piece of property, record it in the county recorder office, there is no separate requirement that it be recorded onto a blockchain. So because of that issue, there hasn't been a lot of adoption by the industry, either at the county level, although there have been some pilot programs, particularly in Cook County, Illinois. There was a pilot program done a few years ago using the Bitcoin blockchain and colored coins. And I think there was something done in Vermont as well. But outside of that, there hasn't been a mass adoption at the county level due to, budgetary issues and things of that nature to want to adopt blockchain, because it's fairly expensive to adopt it as this repository when the county land records are sufficient currently. And then from a title insurance perspective, title companies haven't necessarily adopted it either. However, there have been companies that have worked with title companies to implement some sort of program that would allow for non-fungible tokens to essentially be this secondary, evidence of title, so to speak, outside of the policy of title insurance. So high level, that's kind of how things have worked here in the US.
Thank you very much, Wesley. That was excellent.